205-pound receiver, could have been a tight end at that weight. You cannot just leave him isolated like that.
And this will be a swing pass to Williams, who makes the catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle before he got his head taken off. It'll be an 8-yard gain, tackle made by Johnny Bravo, number 33.
Just got to keep him contained. He's going to be one of the keys for the Toros today, is that getting that running game started. But he can also murder you on those swing routes. If you see him on the flats there, he's going to shred you all day.
Curtis drop back pass over the middle is almost picked. It is picked off. Tip drill successful. And that was Jack Brown, who made the interception, put an end to Fort Worth's first drive.
You know, I've said it at the beginning of the game that they need to get some takeaways. They haven't been doing well this season. They're -4 on takeaways, but here we go again. Jack Brown, Mr. 1K tackles, making his presence known with an interception there.
Jack Brown, that was his 5th interception of his career. Of course, he achieved that 1,000 career tackle mark last week in the loss against Carolina. He helps give Charleston good field position at their own 30. We got a quick pass that's caught for first down before he gets taken to the shadow rail. Pass is caught by number 10, Ken McCarroll.
Now, we have a couple of players that have been on championship teams before. We have Kenny McCarroll here for Charleston, and on the other side, Jason Williams, who used to play for the previously known as the Alaska Storm.
And Ken McCarroll is 4 receptions away from 400 for his career. So he's getting closer and closer to that mark. It's 1st and 10 at their own 41 as Drew is making adjustments at the line. No backs in the backfield. This will be a pass over the middle, and that was almost picked off. Lucky that wasn't an interception. It'll be 2nd and 10.
You really got to pay attention to where the ball is. You just saw the linebacker just all confused, like, where's the ball? Huh? On the ground. Should have been in your hands. Got to try better next time.
That's unfortunately the reason why they are playing on defense and not on offense, because of their hands. 2nd and 10. Offset eye towards the right. As Sweargin gets the carry, bounces outside, and he pays for it for another loss. Combo tackle led by David Harrell. It'll be 3rd and 14.
We'll have to say that the Toros are doing a good job matching hats for hats there. Every time that Charleston has been in a heavy set or in these ace packages, they've had the right personnel. They've pushed the trenches into Sweargin. You're going to have to keep that up because he can blaze one out of nowhere.
Drew gets shotgun snap, quick pass over the middle. Probably not the best choice. Pass is caught, but not enough for a first down. Number 46, Lyric Da Vinci with that reception.
This was a better defensive drive this time by the Toros. There's no room for doubt this time. Now it's 4th down.
And Saddle will punt it again to Cade Stevens. And he takes it to the 17-yard line, where Fort Worth will start their next possession. And aerial coverage of Charleston, South Carolina is brought to you by Dags Drone Works, aerial photography and videography services in New York State. Find them on Instagram at Dags Drone Works or visit their website, dagsdroneworks.com. 1st and 10 for Fort Worth at their own 17-yard line. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. Williams sidecar right of Curtis. Curtis will get the snap. Quick pass is caught. Toe drag sack swag is successful. And Stephen Hacker has just reached 500 receptions in his career with that catch.
We'll see so far. He has been one of the catalysts for this team. And I'm happy to see him reach that milestone today.
1st and 10. Sorry, 2nd and 5, excuse me. After that 5-yard reception by Hacker. And great job by Curtis avoiding the sack. Almost got that pass completed to Cade Stevens. 3rd and 5 coming up.
Charleston's been shading pretty deep so far in this game. They've been being beaten a bit by the underneath stuff, but they're not going to allow a lot of deep plays like that to develop. You're going to have to keep going back to what has been working. Probably going to have to shorten up a bit.
3rd and 5. Williams sidecar left, but Cameron Curtis this time. And he'll get the snap. It'll be a quick pass. It's caught by the tight end, Robert Garrett Jr., but not enough for a first down. And so far in this first quarter, the defense has been dominating on both sides.
They've been able to get that pressure in that time as well. They've been rushing the quarterback pretty well, forcing these short passes. They've been covering deep, so not much doing there either.
Ray Inhorn back to punt to Jay Taylor. Punt's underway. Is fielded inside the 40. Taylor takes it to the 47-yard line, where Charleston will have good field position to start this next drive. And everyone, if you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at www.simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. Right now, Charleston's at their own 47-yard line with no backs in the backfield. Pass over the middle again. They love throwing over the middle, and doesn't cost them that time. Horrell with the pass deflection will be 2nd and 10.
These quarterbacks are just not being able to set their feet. They don't have any time to throw. Right there, he had to throw out of a sack, and that could have been disastrous. Unfortunately, the game of hot potato for the Toros this time landed with the potato landing on the ground.
And make it 2nd and 10. 3:05 left in this fast-moving first quarter, dominated by the defense of both teams. Drew will do a quick pass to Swearingen. He makes a catch. Unfortunately, couldn't do a run after a catch. Gets tackled by number 20, Blake Prime, making it a 3rd and 9.
Toros have a lot of speed on this defense. Blake Prime, one of the 3 safeties, second-year man, real fast. Will be able to seal the edge faster than you can blink.
I love the matchup at the top of the screen. If it stays one-on-one, we'll see what the Predators do here on this 3rd and 9. They will throw it in that direction. The pass is caught for a first down. That looks like that's Buchanan Simon. Nope, I apologize. Lyric DaVinci with the catch. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 36.
There is no window tighter than that. It was throwing like inches, mere centimeters to get that pass through. Bit dangerous there. I would like Drew not to throw too many more of those. Those could be disastrous, but that time the needle went right in the middle of the haystack there.
Tell you what that last pass reminded me of in a different league, but we'll go to that after this play. Swearingen makes the catch. That was a 3-yard gain. That pass caught by Lyric DaVinci kind of remind me of the Jacksonville game against Cleveland last week, the other league, by the way, where that pass looked like it was intended to Tim Tebow, but the other receiver took it away from him. Anyway, 2nd and 7.
Well, Tebow might need to find a place in this league. We're open to him. He needs to find a home.
Hey, Tebow is a good analyst, that's for sure. I'm sure he'll find a home quick, fast, in a hurry. 2nd and 7. Swearingen gets the carry, goes up the gut. I guess he wants some contact. He takes it to the 30-yard line, be 3rd and 4.
You're really going to need to engage runs, but that time, nothing doing. Small gain.
3rd and 4. They're technically in field goal range. If they don't get any yards or losing the yards, it'll be a 47-yard field goal attempt. But they want to continue this drive, and they will not do so. Pass was attended to DaVinci, broken up by number 56, David Horrell. Will be 4th down 4.
They only rushed 3 that time, and they got a lot of pressure to the quarterback. That's real impressive. Got to give it up to the edge rushers there that time. Duffy and Marks almost got to the quarterback. Made that play happen.
Again, it should be a 47-yard field goal attempt. We're going to give David Harrell his 33rd pass deflection of his career. Pass disruption, excuse me. Snap is down. Kick is on the way by Burchett, and it is good from 47. Charleston will strike first. They're up 3-0 with 1:11 left in this first quarter. And that's why you have star kickers to make kicks like that.
Yeah. Joined over from Florida 2 seasons ago. Currently 6 for 9 field goals made to make that 7 for 10 now, or that one.
And it's also his 75th career field goal made, averaging 91% for his career. He will kick this away to Cade Stevens. This is Stevens' first kick return of the game. He takes it past the 20 to the 24-yard line. And also going on for the fans' Twitch is San Diego and Arizona. San Diego has the lead currently. It's 10-5, and we might have a scoring update shortly. No, in the second quarter, it's 10-5. San Diego leading.
And 2 defensive games. Some people really love those. As a former defensive player myself, I pretty much enjoyed those just the same.
Yeah, I didn't like taking hits from you back when you were playing, Levant. First and 10 at the 24. What a swag-licious catch. Robert Garrett Jr. turned around, one-handed that thing. Takes it to the 37-yard line of Fort Worth, where it'd be first and 10.
Junior crossed the middle again. That time, a lot more of a window, but also a lot more damage taken. 3 defenders there. Really laying it out for his guys there.
Now, Robert Garrett Jr. is what I call a tall glass of water. 6'7", 268 pounds. Entering today's action with over 2,900 yards receiving. So he's itching close to that 3,000-yard mark. We'll keep track of that as the game goes along. This pass is caught by Garrett Jr. again. Back to back. It'll be first and 10 at Charleston's 45.
Right there, it's just your simple 9 route. You just went on a streak, going across the seam. No one was covering. Safeties were shaded a little too deep. That's too easy for a tight end like that.
Unofficially, Garrett Jr. has 32 yards receiving. This carries by Jason Williams. His first carry of the game goes for 4 yards as he's inching closer to that 9,000 career total yard mark. And that's how we end the first quarter. A defensive struggle with the Predators up 3-0. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the SFL's Twitch channel. We're getting ready to start the second quarter. This is T-Roy Gates with Joshua Pineda calling the action. Cameron Irvine, Mike St. Greve back at SFL headquarters. Jacob Clear and Shane Kaufman doing stats, and we got a sack. It'll be 3rd and 10 at the 45-yard line. John Wally with the sack.
You really should not be stepping up in the pocket when you see a defender like that. Ran straight into Lawley there, and that's just not how you're supposed to play the quarterback position.
The old me would have brought up a number-on-number action there, but I'm not going to do so for TOS. If y'all saw the play, you know what I mean. 3rd and 10. Offset eye towards the right.
Criminal.
We got a quick pass to Jason Williams. Tries to put someone in a spin cycle. That only earned him 3 yards. It'll be 4th and 7.
Looks like the average time in the pocket for both of these quarterbacks is right under a second. Normally, you'd like to have at least 2 to 3 seconds average. It's real hard out there for these quarterbacks today. This might be a defensive struggle all the way to the wire.
You know, Johnny Badman likes to change that as this game goes along. So does Fred Dukes for the Predators. This punt's going to be fair caught at the 13-yard line with 10 minutes left in the first half. 1st and 10 at the 13 for Charleston.
Charleston really needs to get the running game going. Swearingen is one of the best running backs in this league.
No, I agree. He's like 2 rushing touchdowns away from 50 for his career. Pump fake by Drew. He'll pass over the middle. Is caught for a first down at the 29-yard line. Lyric Da Vinci with the reception. 1st and 10 there.
Tight end's getting a lot of love today because those medium routes are not being covered by the zone. The pump fake to, buy some time, and then right there, once again, just the rest of the levels play. Pulls the defenders away from the tight end, leaves the tight end wide open.
And Lyric Da Vinci's a tall glass of water too. 6'5", 255. Why not throw it to the tight end? A certain hashtag that was made popular over the years. This will be a quick pass. They do not give him credit. That would have been Kim McCarl's 4th reception, which means he would have had 400 for his career, but the ref denied him on that. It'll be 2nd and 10.
These quarterbacks are having some issue with timing today. They haven't been having a lot of time in the pocket, and it shows there. They're just starting to lose touch with their receivers, but that pass was thrown a little late.
2nd and 10. Drew drops back. He was able to avoid the sack, but gets stopped at the 29-yard line. E.K. Vincent gets credit with that tackle. Be 3rd and 10.
A little over-ambitious trying to go truck E.K. Vincent there. Not quite sure you're going to be able to do that. Nice try.
The wrong guy you want to try to truck.
Well, let's look at the tail of the tape. TD Drew 6'4", 225, but E.K. Vincent 6 feet, 245. When it comes about tackling, it comes about being lower than the other man.
And we got a reception for 7, but they needed 3 more. Buchanan Simons with that play, with the reception. It'll be 4th and 3.
Well, the underneath stuff works for both teams so far, but that's just not getting them across the line. 3rd down conversion rates have not been kind to both of these teams today.
Here we go, 4th and 3. Saddle is back to punt to Cade Stevens. Stevens get rocked right away. Should have away fair catch. 1st and 10 at Fort Worth's own 30-yard line. And everyone visit the SFL League website at simulationfl.net on info on how to create a player to join our community, the league and the teams that play in it, and a comprehensive history of the SFL. It's over 1,500 games, and it's thousands of players who have hit the virtual field, like the 2 that are talking to y'all today. The Simulation Football League, 17 seasons strong. 1st and 10. And there'll be a pass over the middle. It's picked off. Ill-advised pass. Thrown into quadruple coverage. And Cam Curtis pays for that. And it looks like Charleston will have great field position at their own 41. Or Fort Worth 41.
1, 2. They didn't even get 2 seconds that time, and then that route was jumped.
Josh Reese with the interception. And that will be his 28th interception of his career.
You gotta throw those balls away.
Yeah. Gotta avoid the rush. And throw it to where nobody can catch it. Instead, Swearengin will get the carry. You want to get the running game going? Josh, you got it. 7-yard gain by Swearengin. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, get that defense back onto the field. And what happens is this. Look at this, man. He crushes 41, almost takes 56 with him.
And now 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line. 7:55 left in this first half. Swearengin sidecar right. 2 wide receivers at the top of the screen. As Drew gets the snap. We'll throw over the middle. Caught once again by Simons. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line of Fort Worth.
Starting to get some offense going because the Toros defense has been out there quite some time. They're back out there again.
1st and 10, 7:23 left. Swearengin sidecar right of Drew. Same formation. Drew gets the shotgun snap. Quick pass is caught by number 40, Albert Russell. It'll be for no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that one thing that we can say about the Toros so far is that their pass rush has been very disruptive. They've been able to get there.
You got some monsters at linebacker ready to destroy you as soon as you make that catch. Make you think twice when they catch it in their direction. So they're going to hand it off to Swearingen instead. Gets 4 yards, make it a little bit more manageable. 3rd and 6. They're in field goal range.
I think Charleston understands the current state of the game. They know what kind of game they're in. They're just trying to manage the situation, so they're probably going to try for the first down, but if they don't get it, they'll get the field goal here.
As long as they don't turn the ball over and get some points, they will love it. Pass to the middle. It's a first down. They are now inside the red zone. Be first and goal at the 7. And that's Jay Taylor with the reception. First and goal at the 7.
That's his first catch today. They just ran a simple crossers pattern, and one dead center in the middle. No one covered most of these receivers and made Fort Worth pay.
Now, will they cash this in for 6, or will Fort Worth's defense stand pat and not allow a touchdown? We're about to find out. I formation with 2 wide receivers to the right of Drew. And this will be a carry for Swearingen. Able to avoid a first tackle, and he got a touchdown on that nice move. That's his 49th career rushing touchdown. And Charleston will add on to their lead. Is currently 9-0.
Quick and in a hurry. The play was breaking down all around them, but it doesn't matter. The Swearingen was able to shift directions on a dime and found that one block he needed to get in.
That's why Swearingen is one of the best backs in the league, airing this week's action over 6,700 yards rushing. He also has accounted for over 1,400 yards receiving, so he's a multi-purpose back. That touchdown run gives Charleston a 9-0 lead, potentially 10 if they make this extra point by Brad Pritchett, and it's good. 10-0 is your score with 5:40 left in the first half. Let's get chat shouts to D Stark, S Black 25, Lone Star Glory, not Nacho Toros, Master Chief DB, among others here in the SFL's Twitch chat. As they watch Case even fields the kickoff inside his 5, takes it to the 22-yard line. And this is the second matchup between these two teams. Charleston won the last one back in season 15. That was a great season for somebody in this booth. Charleston won 19-13. Let's talk about the star players from Charleston in that game. Drew threw for 250 yards. Keith Swearingen had 112 total yards with 1 rushing TD. Kim McCarl, 12 receptions for 98 yards. Their kicker was Amanda Moyer. She was 4 for 4 with the field goals made. That carry by Williams goes for 1 yard. He had 130 yards rushing for Fort Worth. Xander Gold. That name sounds familiar. He was the quarterback for Fort Worth. He threw for 144 with 1 touchdown. Hacker got that touchdown on 58 yards receiving. I can't make any more Nacho jokes because Nacho Sicario retired, but he played in that game with 7 total tackles. He said that pass was not your pass. He picked that pass off in that game. This is a quick pass to Robert Garrett Jr. for a nice gain. It'll be 3rd and 4.
See, once again, it seems like nothing's really working too well for the Toros so far. That offensive line is struggling out there to keep this. Going to need to find a way to break through this defense. I think the running game is going to be how they do it.
Williams get the carry, put 3 people in the spin cycle. That's why he's called Williams. That's why he's a 2-time champ as a running back. 1st and 10 for Fort Worth after that great run.
And right on cue, Williams proves me right. You know what you do when you have struggles on offense? You go back to the basics. You go back to the running game. Try to open up the passing lanes. That's exactly what he did. He took 3 defenders with him in the spin cycle to the Shadow Realm off the screen.
And this will be a quick pass. Toe drag swag was successful again by Stephen Hacker. It'll be 2nd and 7. And scoring update in the third quarter, potential upset here. San Diego's up 13-5 over Arizona as they are searching for their first win in team history, by the way. Right now, 2nd and 7 for Fort Worth. And Curtis, after a pump fake, throws it. Pass was dropped by Stephen Hacker. A rare drop. 3rd and 7 coming up.
It's like there's a little bit of miscommunication between both the receivers involved in the routes of that play. Like one of the receivers stopped in front of Hacker and kind of got in the way of his route. That didn't help with the catch at all there.
I don't like that Jacksonville-Cleveland game from the other league, except for it wasn't complete. 3rd and 7. Curtis avoids the pressure. What a run! And he trucks somebody trying to slide. What a play by Curtis. Josh Reese was wondering how in the world I got trucked by him. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Man, if he would have slid into second base with that, he would have been saved. The man destroyed that dude.
This was the other league. That would have been an unsportsmanlike conduct for a bad hit. Instead, the rest was being kind of nice to Charleston there. That was an incomplete pass, making this a 2nd and 10.
Well, Reese makes up for it here. Not baited by the pump fake at all. That receiver there was covered by both Reese and
Corey Minner.
Yes.
Making that 2nd and 10. I'm surprised they haven't thrown it more towards Lauren Percoco's way. Their other star tight end. We'll see if that will change as this game goes along. Right now it's I formation with 2 wide receivers to the left for Curtis. Williams will get the carry as he, another great spin move. A 5-yard gain as he inches closer to that 9,000-yard mark for total yards gained by him. It'll be 3rd and 5.
It goes back to what I was saying before. You have to be lower than the other man to look. But he went so low that defender only knew where the ground was.
3rd and 5. Quick pass over the middle is caught for a 1st down by Robert Garrett Jr. Reese with the tackle.
5 tackles, an interception, and pass defended today.
Now, if Jason Williams doesn't lose a yard, we can congratulate him. He is at 31 yards officially. So congratulations to you, Jason Williams, for reaching 9,000 yards total for your career. 1st and 10. And he'll get to add on to that. Hopefully, yes, he will. 1 yard on that reception. I finally jinxed him.
I was trying to trick the defender a little bit, make it seem like he was going to do a stutter step there, but wasn't at all tricked by that. And that little shift there almost lost him a yard. Almost.
And that's how we reached the 2-minute warning with Fort Worth trying to knock on the door and get some points on the board. They trail 10-0. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the SFL's YouTube channel. Sorry, Twitch channel. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Curtis drops back, will fire it, and that is caught by Stephen Hacker. He is living on that out route with the toe drag swag, makes his 1st and 10 at the 28.
Yep, he's been doing it all day. He's been doing it for years. That right there is just a breakdown in coverage right there. You need to do better with covering the flats. Hoffman was just out of position, and Hacker was able to capitalize on it.
Let's see if Charleston be able to make adjustments as this game goes along. Right now, Hacker's been burdening them on that out route. 3 wide receiver set with Williams, sidecar left of Cameron Curtis. This will be a quick pass to Hacker again. 3-yard gain. He is 7 for 9 so far in this matchup.
It's like Charleston looks to take the bend but don't break approach, because once again they go cover all the deep routes and get burned by the out route yet again.
Now we got the power eye. One wide receiver at the bottom of your screen. This will be 3 of them, so gets the carry. Uh-oh! He loses a yard, so he's still at 9,000 total yards. 3rd and 7 at that 1-yard loss.
Looks like when the fullback went to go block his assignment, he got in the way of Williams there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to stop Joseph Saboka, who's right at 300 pounds. 3rd down, and they lucky they called that the incomplete pass instead of a fumble. Dick Baker with the pass disruption, and we got a scoring update. San Diego has extended their lead in the 3rd quarter. It's 20-5 as they try to get their first win of their franchise history.
That would be great for Optimus Klein to see if he could actually finally break the curse.
We got Taco Sicario with this field goal attempt. The shortest big man in the league with a 42-yard field goal attempt helps Fort Worth cut into this deficit. They're trailing by 7 after that field goal attempt made, 42 yards out.
Well, they did a couple good things on this drive. They were able to take what the defense was giving them, which was everything was under. They've been able to get some good plays out of Williams. They were able to go forward as a team on this drive. They need to compound upon that the next time that they get the ball, and they need to keep the ball away from the Charleston defenders. They need to do a better job of ball security.
Right now, Charleston will start this next possession at the 24-yard line thanks to that return by Jay Taylor. And we're still waiting for Kim McCarl to get his 400th career catch. He's just 1 away unofficially. We'll see if TD Drew will look his way. Kim McCarl unofficially 3 receptions for 36 yards. Buchanan Simons has 3 receptions for 21 yards. Drew will get the snap. This will be a quick pass to Swearingen. He has room to roam. Puts one person in the spin cycle, but he was tackled at the 30-yard line after a 5-yard gain. Delaney Nash, with that tackle.
Good job by Nash to come rushing in and support his buddy there. That could have been real bad on the edge if he wasn't able to stop Swearingen there, so good job by him.
20 seconds left in this first half as Charleston looks content to run out this clock. Swearingen will get the second touch of this drive. He'll get the first down, but that looks like that will be the last play of this first half. I'm surprised they didn't want to go deep, but they just want to play it safe, going to halftime with the lead, and that's how we enter halftime, with the Predators up 10-3 here in Charleston, South Carolina. In Levant, what are your thoughts on the first half?
The team I thought that would struggle the most with the takeaways has ended up not being the team that I've expected. Charleston came into this game having a bit of a problem with that, and they've ended up ahead simply because they've been actually able to capitalize on mistakes.
And now we're getting ready to start the 3rd quarter. No breaks. That return by Stevens taken to the 26-yard line. And Fort Worth will get the ball and potentially get a chance to double dip here after scoring the last points of the first half. They're down by 7. And they'll start this drive on the 26-yard line. Zach Lay's looking to make an impact on this drive, see if they can prevent Fort Worth from scoring. Curtis gets the shotgun snap. Will pass over the middle, and that was almost picked off. Should have been picked off by Jack Hoffman. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he got a little too overeager there. Had his hands ready to make the catch before the ball even got to him. Hit him straight in the chest instead, but will be credited with a deflection. You know, you have to be quicker than the receiver there, so he did a good job of anticipating it, but not just a little too soon.
Who would have thought a linebacker will have 11 interceptions his career, but that's what Hoffman has currently. But that's a deep pass that is caught by Stephen Hacker. He goes over in the middle, pays for it, but gets Fort Worth first down there on 46.
Well, it's good to be unafraid. I know that Charleston has been covering deep all game, so it's going to be a little precarious for Fort Worth to go down there and to keep making plays like that. But they really need to come back into this game, and that's how you do it when you're down by this much.
Now Stephen Hacker's getting closer to another personal mark. He's currently at 69 yards receiving. That pass is caught by K. Stevens, and he was in bounds. It'd be second and 5 at that 5-yard reception.
And they've been spreading the love across the receivers on this drive. They're going to need to really. Charleston's been funneling through the middle, and if you can kind of force them to start worrying about other, they're going to end up going back to leaving that middle open for you.
Second and 5, power I formation as Williams gets the carry. Great job making the first man miss. Goes up the gut and gets stopped at Charleston's 42-yard line. He's well over 9,000 total yards now. First and 10 for Fort Worth.
I'm loving the change of play calling here in the second half. They were going more at Charleston. They felt them out in the first half. They know they're what the team more or less wants to do on defense. So now they've come in after the half and they're going in hard.
Let's see what they do on this play. It'll be a swing pass to Williams. And he gets stopped after a 4-yard gain, combo tackle by Jack Hoffman and Corey Minner.
Yeah, what Fort Worth is doing now is they're not going on just one side of the court. In the first half, you saw that they went through the middle, they went to the outside a bit sometimes, but mostly through the middle of the field. Now they're going to the outside. They're starting to open the field up a bit.
And we got a rare fullback sighting. A great catch by Aaron Alexander gets the first down. The 5'8", 250-pounder shows that he has good footwork making that great catch.
Looked a little faster there than I remember him being.
Yeah, that's a scary sight, seeing a 5'8", 250-pounder coming your way. You got to get ready to make that business decision. And Aaron Alexander helps extend this drive. This will be a quick pass. It's caught by Stephen Hacker. He pays for it, though. Gets sent to the shadow realm by Corey Mitter, but after an 8-yard reception.
You know, he thought about it being, I'm larger than Minner. I should be able to do this. No, sir. Minner is known to be one of the hardest hitters. You can't let that happen. You can't be overconfident.
Here comes Williams. Does a good job going forward for 1 yard. He looks like he's going to get stopped for a loss. That's the difference between a championship running back and a rookie running back. 3rd and 1.
It's always a matter of who breaks contain first, and that time, the linebacker did a good job of keeping it.
Williams had a chance to get the first out. He gets tackled for a loss by Jack Hoffman. It'll be 4th and 2.
Hoffman was left a little alone there, but he was able to find the B gap and was just left unabated straight to the running back there. Good stop.
Taco Sicario is back to kick a 40-yard field goal attempt unofficially to help cut into this deficit, and it's good from 40 yards out. It's now 10-6, excuse me. Here in the 3rd quarter, scoring update and San Diego. Arizona is inching closer to the Mavericks. They're trailing by 8. It's 20-12. And that game's on For the Fans Twitch channel. Right now, Taco Sicario's ready to kick it off to Jay Taylor as Charleston get ready to get their first possession of the second half. And Taylor gets to the 24-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Charleston, and everyone visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for links to apparel from Sector 6, the official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League, and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions. Sector 6 features replica team jerseys and completely customized jackets, flags, t-shirts, and more. Get the gear the fans wear with Sector 6, 97 Sports Promotions, and the SFL. And that carry goes for no gain thanks to that combo tackle led by number 99, Gary Marks.
You can see right here the running back comparison that I have. 20 yards for Swearingen and 33 for William.
Mayor Williams is just entering today's action 49 yards rushing away from 7,000 for his career. But Swearingen is now loose with some great moves. He's now on Charleston's side, Fort Worth side of the field. What a great run by Swearingen. He wanted that 50th career touchdown run. He gets stopped at the 18-yard line of Fort Worth after a huge run.
This is what I was saying at the top of the game. He could break a long one at any point, and here he is. He's got the jets, but not enough steam. Gets stopped short, but he has really changed the complexion of this drive with this play.
And great job. He did a great job setting up that defender to run into that old lineman. I believe that was Taiwan Cook who made that last block, number 74. But went for that spin move. That defender for Fort Worth would not have run into that lineman. Great job by Swearingen to set up his blocks. Help getting Charleston to Fort Worth's 18-yard line. That's a rare drop. Albert Russell just had the butterfingers there, Josh.
I get that the momentum shifted and you really got hype after that play, but you got to calm down. You got to get your head back into the game. You got to make sure the ball is in your hands before you decide to. He turned before the ball was even in possession, and that's why he dropped the ball.
Maybe he needs to get some gloves so he can better catch that ball. 2nd and 10. Swearingen will get the carry. And he gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain. It'll be 3rd and 10. David Harrell led the way with that combo tackle for Fort Worth.
Or I wasn't going to get beat twice, not on the same drive. That's just not the type of man he is, and you see it right there. He was able to just, regain his composure, make the tackle on that play.
We got a pass over the middle, dangerous pass. Lucky that wasn't picked off, but Charleston will have a chance to extend this lead with a field goal attempt from Burchett.
They've done a great job, at least after the big play, to not allow any more damage through. And as you see, Oral unfazed again, making big plays when his team needs him the most.
Now we gotta see Brad project. Attempt looks like a 35-yard field goal attempt unofficially to help extend this to a 13-6 lead for Charleston if he makes it. They do a good job melting this clock away, but that snap was kind of bad. Doesn't matter though. Field goal is good from 35 yards out, and Charleston is now up 13-6 with 5:15 left in the third quarter.
Snap was a little slow, a little awkward, but no gunner was in the general direction of the kick to be able to block it, so they could not make any headway on it.
Everyone visit the SFL's YouTube channel at youtube.com/SimulationFL for an archive of every game, every draft, every moment you might have missed since the Simulation Football League got its start in 2013. SFL YouTube features top 10 plays of the week, as K. Stevens featuring on this long kickoff return to the 35-yard line. Again, SFL YouTube features top 10 plays of the week, archive people behind player segments, and all the major milestones in league history. We already saw a couple of them today. In this game alone from both teams, it'll be 1st and 10 for Fort Worth. 2 wide receivers to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. As Curtis will fire over the middle, and it's caught by Robert Garrett Jr. It'll be 2nd and 3 after that 7-yard reception.
Had to make a tough grab there. It was a little off pass, was on his eye inside shoulder. Wasn't expecting it, but was able to avoid the defenders attempting to deflect the pass, getting right underneath them, and was able to get 7 yards on the play.
And let's congratulate Robert Garrett Jr. for going over 3,000 yards receiving in his career. Williams, with that carry, gets to the 44-yard line, would be 3rd and inches.
You know, there's only so many times you can do the same thing over. Defenses start to, adjust for the way that you run the ball. He tried to spin again, but this time they wrapped him up as he was mid-spin. Tackled him with just nice fundamentals there.
He'll get the carry, and it looked like he was going to get through that line of scrimmage, but great job by the defense led by Jack Brown. That's a loss of the play. It'll be 4th and 1.
That's a huge blow for the Toros here because they're probably going to have to punt here. So,
see, this is why I'm not a coach. I'll be greedy and I'll be wanting to go for it here at my own 44. But that's why I'm just a GM, Josh, not a coach.
Yeah, you just get the players on the team. You don't make decisions past them. I feel.
Yeah, thankfully for TJ, he made the right decision not making me a coach. 1st and 10 for Charleston. And next Friday, coverage of the SFL 17th season on Next Level Sports continue on a special date and time. Next Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, and you won't want to miss it. Vice War 9 kicks off the weekend when Las Vegas and Denver meets once more. Bonus coverage includes another rivalry. The Houston Hyenas welcome the Florida Storm to H-Town for the first time in 4 seasons in the 11th overall meeting between those two teams. It all comes your way next Friday on Next Level Sports. That carry went for no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 with 3:10 left in the 3rd quarter. Sweargen will get a carry this time. Hurdles the man. Almost broke that tackle. Good job by, that will be E.K. Vincent holding on for dear life, preventing Sweargen getting more than 4 yards.
Defense made a bit of a misplay on that one. They shifted to the weak side of the formation, leaving their previously strong side weak. You really shouldn't be doing that, and they almost got burnt there.
But they did get burnt on that reception. Now, if I can make out who that number was, I believe that could be the 400 reception for McCarl. We'll see on this replay. I talked to Jack Brown about these uniforms. Unfortunately, we will not know who made that catch. I'm hoping that was McCarl who made that catch. Anyway, it'll be 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
It actually looks like that was Jay Taylor. He would be
Jay
the second
Taylor?
group. Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And that pass is caught over the middle by Buchanan Simons. That'll be a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5. As your play-by-play guys desperately wanting McCarl to get that 400th catch in his career. Not yet, says Charleston. Offset I formation, as Sweargen will go up the gut instead of following his fullback. Gets a 1-yard gain. Tackle made by number 53. That is, I don't have his number. Jeff Duffy, excuse me.
Duffy, former Queen Corsair, is a behemoth on the defensive line. He's led the league in sacks on multiple occasions. He is a danger.
And that is intercepted. That was a dangerous pass. Picked off by number 41, Delaney Nash. And Fort Worth will start at midfield.
Laney Nash making up for most of the places got burned on earlier, getting freebie there. No close to the intended receiver. That was a complete team effort. The pressure by the defensive line and being at the right place for the right time was Nash.
Here we go, 1st and 10. Jason Williams dots the power I formation. Good run there. A 10-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line of Charleston with 56 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
That's why they call him Trilliums. Right here, follows his box, and with nice speed was able to get ever closer to that 1st down.
So yeah, shout out to Lauren
Oh, he did get
Percoco
the
leading the
1st down.
way.
My bad.
Oh, it's all good. All good, sir. 1st and 10 with 40 seconds left in this 3rd quarter at the 40-yard line. 2 wide receivers at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. This will be a pass, and it's caught by Hacker. Got 79 yards receiving. He's getting closer and closer to that career mark for himself.
A little unsteady on his feet that time. I don't think he was ready for the catch. Went maybe a yard backwards after the catch, but still a good gain on the play.
Hacker needs 95 yards receiving to reach 7 downs for his career. He's getting closer. This will be a quick pass over the middle to Robert Garrett Jr. He gets another 1st down at the 29-yard line.
This goes back to what I was saying earlier. When you start spreading the field, the Predators are going to leave that middle soft and open again. And when you spread the field and you change these receivers, you spread the ball around, you're going to have a hard time on it.
Everybody, please put your 4s up and your 86s up in chat. We're about to start the 4th quarter with the Predators up 13-6. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the SFL's Twitch channel. With Josh Pineda, Jacob Clear, Shane Kaufman on stats. This is T-Roy Gaines. We're about to start the 4th quarter. With Fort Worth marching down the field. This will be another pass that is incomplete. Pass 10 to Kate Stevens. We got a scoring update. San Diego just scored another touchdown. They're up 27-12 in the 4th quarter against Arizona.
I would have liked this pass to have gone to Williams on the play instead. Seemed to have had a better angle to run after the catch there if they would have done that. Instead, they throw it to the receiver on that play, and it ends up being incomplete.
2nd and 10. 2 wide receivers to the right of Curtis, 1 to the left. Quick step back, passes to Williams. He gets a 4-yard gain on that reception. It'll be 3rd and 6 at the 25.
They're doing a good job blanketing receivers to the force back inside. So Toros have to really dig deep and find what play will break down the Predators' defense on this 3rd down.
Same formation. It'll be a quick pass. Not enough for a 1st down. Pass is caught by Hackers. Been living on that out route all game. And they'll have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Oh, I would like to see if they would go for it. I'm going to just take the points.
Yeah, they'll get them inches closer to this deficit. If they make this to be a 6-point deficit, and the field goal attempt is good, 13-9, with 10:04 left. And APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and consistently refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the SFL. To explore their library and to find perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com.
It would be a 4-point deficit.
Yeah, I can't do math. Thank you. As Jay Taylor fields this kick to the 22-yard line. And that's where Charleston will start this next possession, up by 4.
Not
in
by
the fourth
6?
quarter. Not by 6, just 4.
Just 4.
Just 4.
Like the quarter we're in.
See, I told you before the game started that, hey, it happens. Mistakes happen. Not make them. Here we go. Pump fake by Drew. Pass over the middle. What a catch. One-handed. And Ken McCarl finally gets his 400th career reception. Congratulations to you, Ken.
What a reception it was, too. Just one-handed over the middle and kept the ball in his hands after getting hit.
So that was his 4th reception for 400 yards in the 4th quarter, up by 4. With 9:28 left. High formation. And Swearingen gets 2 on that carry. It'll be 2nd and 8. Sorry, I couldn't do any more 4s.
Duffy doesn't want it to be anyway. Kept it at 2.
2nd down. Offset eye towards the left of Drew. And this will be a swing pass to Swearingen, who unfortunately will only get 1 yard. That jump just ruined his momentum after that catch. Gets stopped right away. It'll be 3rd and 7.
It's funny on that play right there. So it looks like one of the linebackers just went and sent himself 6 yards further down. Tackle.
We just saw a grown man fly to make that tackle. Here we go, 3rd and 7, pass over the middle, and it's lucky it wasn't picked off. A dangerous pass. It'll be 4th and 7, and Charleston will have to punt.
It is Horrell again, breaking passes up, keeping his team in the game.
And Wally Sal's back to punt this to Cade Stevens. And the punt's on the way. And, Cade Stevens needed way fair catch. No gain on that return. Everyone, next Sunday, coverage of the SFL's 17th season on For the Fans continues at 12:30 Eastern with a critical East Division tilt with Atlanta versus Louisiana, followed by a Northern Division rivalry between Baltimore and DC. Bonus coverage will include Carolina versus Jacksonville and London versus Portland. It all comes your way next Sunday on For the Fans. And Williams breaks a tackle and gets the 1st down on that carry. What a run.
Mama, there goes that man again. What man? Look at this man. You see him? Woo! See ya. Now off he goes once again. That's why he was on those championship teams back in the day. He could do that.
And with that carry, he's now over 7,000 yards rushing in his career. Congrats to Williams, another milestone for him. That pass is caught by Cade Stevens for an 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2 at the 46.
You know, every time I see Cade Stevens be anywhere within the vicinity of the anywhere within the vicinity of the sidelines, I'm always concerned that the refs are going to call him out on something.
Yeah, somebody in BC, Vancouver, Canada knows something about that. Well, Williams with another great run. It'll be 1st and 10 at Charleston's 41-yard line. Looks like Williams is getting hot.
And just at the right time in the game, too, right on crunch time. But there is one thing I do need to say. They need to get points on this drive in any way, shape, or form, because as well as he's been running, if you decide to use the running game as part of your offense now, that clock's ticking.
Great job by the O-line, led by star Johnny Van Man, helping Williams getting yards on the past couple of runs, and that's a nice one-handed catch by Stephen Hacker, getting closer and closer to his 7,000 yards receiving mark, unofficially at 84.
Now that he's had a little more time to throw, because Charleston's playing a lot deeper and sending less and less men to pursue him, he's been having a better game. And you see it right there, just a straight dot that time.
And that dot actually got him over 7,000 yards receiving. What a great catch by Robert Garrett Jr. 1st and go at the 8, and Fort Worth is knocking on the door trying to take the lead for the first time.
Robert Garrett Jr.'s been quietly having a good game. He's been really busting people's butts.
And it's 1st and goal. 5:50 left in this game. And Stephen Hacker was not inbounds. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Do you think Cade's breathing a sigh of relief that he's not blamed for that one?
Yes, he is. He's like, hey, it's not me this time, thankfully. Arizona has just scored a touchdown. They're trailing. It's 27-19 in the 4th quarter. Right now, we got offset I as Williams gets the carry. Nice stutter step. Getting closer and closer, but they definitely have to cash this in for 6. It'll be 3rd and go at the 3.
Now, this is an extremely precarious situation. They've now moved almost 3 minutes off this clock. And they're going, like I said, they need a score of some form. They cannot get a takeaway here.
They definitely want a touchdown. They're going to swing it out to Hacker. He made the catch. That is a touchdown. What a sliding catch by Stephen Hacker.
Just look at that play again. He just kept his feet in bounds with that nice slide. Touchdown.
And Fort Worth finally takes the lead. They were once trailing by 4. This extra point attempt will give them a 3-point lead. With 5:17 left in the 4th quarter. That was a 7-play, 73-yard drive, resulting in a 3-yard pass to Stephen Hacker for 6. They're up 16-13. With 5:17 left in the 4th quarter. We'll see how Charleston responds. They've been kind of cold here in the 2nd half. Jay Taylor will have first crack at it here on this kick return. Fields it inside the 5. Gets it past the 20 to the 27-yard line. Good field position for Charleston, as they are going to try to potentially either tie it up or take the lead on this drive.
Now, most of their offense today has been on the back of Swearingen. You got to get your 4-minute offense. You have A little over 13 seconds above 4 minutes, but that's still not enough time. You really have to start taking shots down the field.
And right now they're going to go with the out route. And it's incomplete. Pass is in to Ken McCarl. 2nd and 10.
Probably still has a bit of a timing issue with his receivers from the game when he's pressured. And Drew hasn't really gotten his rhythm back since the first half.
PD Drew unofficially has thrown for 156 yards. Completion percentage at 65%. No touchdowns yet. This will be a quick pass to Swearingen, who is responsible for the lone touchdown for the Predators. That will be a 3rd and 4 after that reception at the 33-yard line.
Let's look at this again. They've been doing a good job with going out of bounds. They understand the situation that they're in right now. They really need to manage this clock, but also score on this drive to leave the Toros with very little time left to do anything.
There you go, a very important 3rd down. Clock is still going. It's a running clock until we get near the 2-minute warning. Drew drops back, pass is almost picked off. And we have a final in San Diego as the Mavericks have earned their first win in franchise history. They win 27-19 over Arizona.
I'm really happy for that franchise. They've been struggling since their inception, and they finally get a win here.
A well-deserved win against a very tough Arizona Scorpions franchise. Congrats to Optimus Klein, the Mavericks. And right now, Fort Worth has a chance to get closer to 500. They have the ball with 4 minutes and 44 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
The key now for the Toros is they need to get in their mind, no takeaways. Keep everything safe. Just do what has been working for you. Get the ball to Williams. Make sure that ball security is paramount for the rest of the game.
The last time these two teams met, Williams had 130 yards rushing. Now he's at 86 yards rushing on 17 carries after that great carry of 8 yards.
These are the times where he thrives the most. When he's called upon in these clutch situations, he will do a lot of work for your team.
Our I formation on this 2nd and 2. Clocks continue to burn. They're doing a great job melting this clock before they snap the ball. Williams decides to cut up the middle where he could have bounced outside a little bit more. It'll be 3rd and 1, but the important thing is now the clock's under 4 minutes.
Looked like his feet got tangled up with one of the linemen there. He couldn't really get out of there. He kept himself upright, but at some cost.
And Cameron Curtis is doing a great job, wisely waiting to this clock to melt before he snaps the ball. This will be a fullback carry for Eric Alexander. He's inches away. He jumped prematurely, got sent to the shower realm by Hoffman. It'll be 4th and inches.
This is a very precarious point in the game, though. Because going for it isn't necessarily in your prerogative, but if you go for it here and you get the down, you pretty much are closer to winning the game. But if you punt the ball, you give Charleston another chance.
D Stark 87 was right in the Twitch chat. That was a spear. Nice hit by the defense of Charleston. That helps their team out in a big way because they'll have another chance, maybe their last chance, to march down the field and potentially tie this game or get the win. They're trailing by 3 with 2:51 left in this game.
With 3 timeouts left and the 2-minute warning, plus the 51 seconds that they have banked, they're going to have to use this time wisely But with the clock stopped, they can take one shot deep.
Let's see what they do. This will be a pass over the middle. Dangerous pass! It is almost picked off. They love playing hot potato in this game. Marquise Reed had a chance to pick it off. It'll be 2nd and 10.
If you're Fort Worth, you're there. If something else happens on this drive, because that was the opportunity to seal it there. You really need to pick those.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to miss an opportunity to ice this game that could come back to haunt them. We'll see if that happens. 4 wide receiver set. Swearingen sidecar right of Drew. He gets the shotgun snap. And what a spin move. He stays in bounds, however, so the clock will continue to run, but it's 3rd and 5. Hurry up. Right now, they're going for no huddle. This will be a pass over the middle. And now they got a decision to make. At their own 33, 4th and 5.
With how far back they are on their own side of the field, I feel like they're going to have to. If they do decide to go for it, they're going to need a high percentage play.
Right now, they're going to punt it. They have all 3 of their timeouts, so they could stop the clock if they prevent Fort Worth from getting the first down. Plus, the 2-minute warning is coming up, so that'll be a 4th timeout. Stevens carries the ball to the 34-yard line on that return, and Fort Worth will have a chance to ice this game with 2:20 left.
Your job now is to force all 3 timeouts out of Charleston if they even get the ball back. It would be great if the Toros score here. But if you have to, for whatever reason, give the Predators the ball back, you want to make sure that those timeouts are out of there.
And right now, Williams gets the carry. Decides to spin inside instead of going outside. But what that run will do is help carry this to the 2-minute warning, a 9-yard gain by Williams. They could have had more. And we are at the 2-minute warning. A close one here, folks. Can Charleston prevent Fort Worth from getting the first down? They need to so they can get the ball back. They're trailing by 3. Watching the Simulation Football League on the SFL's Twitch channel. With Joshua Pieta, and this is T-Roy Gaines in the booth calling a close one. And they got free play. That's not what Charleston needed.
Oh, shades of D Ford there. You can't be that. Can't be giving up penalties when you've been playing a clean game all day.
Dick Baker gets called for being offsides. The undisciplined play will haunt Charleston. It'll be 1st and 10 for Fort Worth. Charleston still has their 3 timeouts.
I think that is the first penalty of the game. This game has been pretty close till that point.
Here we go. 1st and 10. As Fort Worth's getting closer to midfield, Williams gets the carry. And he'll get stopped. And now for a 2-yard gain, that'll be a timeout. It'll be 2nd and 8 at midfield with 1:53 left. Second and 8. Power I formation with Stevens at the bottom of your screen as the lone receiver. Williams will get the carry, runs up the middle. Charleston will cause their 2nd timeout. It'll be 3rd and 4 coming up.
Feel like with the clock stopped here now in a medium distance situation, I know this sounds rather strange, but I would like to see a pass here to try to see if they can get just one down. I think that should do it, but they're going to need to get it here.
Here we go. Instead, they decided to run it with Williams, and that's what Charleston needed. They called their last timeout, but Fort Worth will have the punt, and Charleston will have one more opportunity to ice this game. What threw me off, I saw Taco Sicario coming out, but he's not the punter. It's Ray Inhorn. That what threw me off there. Then, as of course, Charleston's not trying to ice the game. They're trying to march down the field here, tie it up or win it. High snap, but punt's underway. Jay Taylor gets it inside the 10, taking to the 16 with 1 minute and 39 seconds left. Does TD Drew have a TD in him? We're about to find out on this potentially last drive of the game. No backs in the backfield. 4 wide receivers set. 2 to the top of the screen, 2 to the bottom. Drew drops back to pass. Passes over the middle, and it's caught for a first down. McCarl on that reception. 1st and 10 at the 41. Minute 25 left. Andrew will fire it towards the right, and it's almost intercepted. That could have iced the game for Fort Worth. Instead, it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 41.
I mean, you definitely have to be going for it at the situation. But as I mentioned at the top of the game, Charleston has had issues with turnovers. So would definitely be a little more careful with the ball going forward here.
And Drew just barely gets that pass off. Great job by, I want to say Jeff Duffy again with the pass disruption. Be 3rd down.
You have 2 downs to work with here, so you can go a little mean, or you can take another shot down deep. What they decide to do.
Here we go, 3rd and 10. Same formation as the last 2 plays. Drew drops back, fires it, and that's the ball game. He throws an ill-advised pass, and Adam Leach stole it from him. And Fort Worth will improve the 2 and 3, while Charleston will fall to 2 and 3.
That right there, I almost didn't know who the receiver on that. Like he was running a route. Came back around, curled in front of the receiver, and just had some snatchy.
Leach just said, "Catch me stealing." That interception just earned Fort Worth an important victory as they are fighting to improve their playoff chances. Get a well-needed victory on the road against a very game Charleston team. And now the big question is, who will get the most valuable player award for this game? Josh, I think it might be Stephen Hacker, since he scored the touchdown and he had over 100 yards receiving.
I think the league likes to defer to players that score. So I would like to think that you're right.
And that will be the final play. Fort Worth does not have to snap the ball again. And this was a defensive struggle. Some bright spots of offense did happen, but more enough for Fort Worth than it was for Charleston. And they have come away with the victory here. They win 16-13. And a well defensive struggle between these 2 teams. Let's look at the stats for the end of this game. A lot of total yards here for both teams, which didn't happen on the scoreboard in terms of the points scored. The name of the game, turnovers, and the timing of those turnovers was what burned Charleston in this matchup.
did say at the beginning of the game that they've had their struggles. They kept it under control for most of the game, but unfortunately in those critical vital spots towards the end, they just weren't able to convert points.
And this might be the deciding play right there. Remember, we thought that Swergeon will have enough juice to get in that end zone, but weren't for Leach making that tackle. This game will already ended a lot differently, because that would have been a house call for 6 right there.
Yeah, it looked like he ran out of juice there, and that about sealed the deal for them there.
And Taco Sicario was perfect with his field goals. But here is the deciding score. A nice behind-the-back sliding catch by Stephen Hacker to help ice the game on the offensive side. And then we have an interception by Leach to put this one to bed. That should be the final highlight. We're about to see who is the most valuable player of this matchup. And it is Stephen Hacker, 13 receptions for 103 yards, 1 touchdown. Josh, it was great working with you again. Thank you for joining me here. That's Josh Panetta. This is T-Roy Games. We got Jacob Clear, Shane Kaufman on stats, Cameron Irvine, the commissioner, and Mike St. Green back at SFL headquarters. We'd like to thank you for tuning into tonight's game. I hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Take care, everyone.
See ya.